Hey everyone, it's Masi here, and today I'm going to show you how I use hand wraps. One of the first things that we want to do is unwrap the hand wrap. Then we will want to find the loop that our thumb will go through and identify which side of the wrap goes against our skin. This is super important because it will make sure that the Velcro is facing the correct way at the end. The side with the cloth folded over is going to go against your skin. So, we start by putting our thumb through the loop. Regardless of what direction you start wrapping in, make sure the folded side of the cloth is against your skin. This is the case with all the hand wraps I owned. The No Name, the Everlast, Century, Sanibel, and Hayabusa. My focus when I wrap is going to be my wrist. Some people prefer focusing on the knuckles, but for this I'm going to focus on my wrists. I start by putting my thumb through the loop, making sure the folded cloth side is against my skin, and I start by wrapping over my wrist. That is, I make sure it isn't twisting, and I also make sure that my wrist is aligned. The wrap is there to help reinforce your arm-wrist alignment. If you wrap it with a bent wrist, then you're reinforcing bad alignment, which can tweak your wrist. So make sure you line it up as if you're going to punch, okay? Try to keep alignment, especially when you're wrapping your wrist. I like to start by wrapping the wrist twice because I like to reinforce that. I didn't use hand wraps in my last art. A lot of hand wrap tutorials out there say there isn't a wrong way to wrap, but there are absolutely wrong ways. While you want the wrap to be taut, you also want to make sure it isn't too tight. If it's too tight, you'll have trouble making a fist, or at least it will be incredibly uncomfortable. The other side of that is you also don't want it to be too loose. If it's too loose, it won't be supporting anything, and not only that, they will also slide around and get in your way. I like to loop the wrap over my wrist twice to start, making sure it's aligned up and that the cloth doesn't twist as I wrap. Now I wrap between my pinky and ring finger. Then I wrap twice around the wrist, then wrap around the ring and middle finger. I wrap my wrist in between each finger because if you just wrap between all the fingers at once, they tend to not stay secure. Each time I go to wrap around my wrist, I make sure my arm and wrist are in alignment. I'm always making sure that the cloth is staying flat and not twisting over as I wrap. The wrap is going to bunch between your fingers, and that's fine, just make sure it isn't twisting over. The other half of the wrap is going to continue to twist. Make sure you straighten it out occasionally or it will become a pain to wrap. It's easier to wrap when I'm standing up since more of it's dangling, and that makes it easier to untwist. When I go to wrap between my index finger and thumb, I switch things up a little bit. Rather than wrap it like the others, I'll go as if I'm wrapping the wrist one more time, but instead of going fully around the wrist, I angle it so it wraps along the back of my hand and then across my palm, like so. Then I just go back to wrapping around my wrist a million times. I'll wrap a little below my wrist as well. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. And if you know someone interested in martial arts, send them our way. And let us know what you would all like to see and hear about next. You can contact us on our Instagram, you can comment here below the video, and you can also hit us up at combatconnection.org. Thank you.